Food is something we all share, but around the world, people eat dishes so unusual, they'll make you question what counts as normal. From insects to fermented shark. Today, we're exploring 10 weird foods people actually eat, and trust me, number 1 will completely blow your mind. By the way, this is my Mukbang channel. You might have seen me trying out all kinds of new and exciting dishes myself. And now, along with my own food experiences, I'll also be bringing you unique and fascinating content like this. So, if you enjoy watching my mukbangs, you'll definitely love these food adventures too. Would you ever eat a bug that smells terrible? Well, in many parts of the world, people actually do. Let's talk about stink bugs, a surprising snack that might shock you. Stink bugs get their name because they release a strong smell when they feel threatened. But in some regions of Africa and Asia, these crunchy insects are fried or roasted and eaten as food. Believe it or not, people describe the flavor as nutty and even a little bit like sunflower seeds. So, what do you think? Would you dare to try stink bugs? Imagine walking down the street and finding fried spiders being sold as snacks. Sounds shocking, right? Well, in Cambodia, it's completely normal. Fried tarantulas first became popular during the 1970s, when food was scarce. Locals discovered that these giant spiders were not only safe to eat, but also full of protein. Today, they're considered a delicacy, deep fried with garlic, salt, and oil until crispy. Surprisingly, many people say they taste like a mix of chicken and crab. So tell me, would you be brave enough to try a fried tarantula? Comment below, and let's see how adventurous you really are. Would you ever eat cheese that's literally alive? In Sardinia, Italy, people do, and it's called casu marzu. This unusual cheese is made from sheep's milk. But here's the shocking part: it contains live maggots. The larvae break down the fats in the cheese, making it super soft and creamy. Locals say it has a strong flavor that's unlike anything else in the world, while the European Union actually banned it for safety reasons. Sardinian people still eat it proudly as a cultural delicacy. So what do you think? Would you dare to try casu marzu? Or does the idea of live maggots turn you away? Let me know in the comments below. Would you dare to eat food that's still moving on your plate? In Korea, this dish is called sanaki, and yes, it's a live octopus. Sanaki is made from baby octopus that's freshly cut into small pieces and served immediately. The tentacles keep moving even after being served, thanks to the nerves still reacting. It's usually eaten with sesame oil and sesame seeds, making it slippery and chewy at the same time. Locals see it as a delicacy, but for tourists, it's one of the most daring foods to try in Korea. So, would you be brave enough to try sanaki while it's still moving? Drop your answer in the comments. I bet most people will say no. Imagine eating tiny white eggs, but not chicken eggs. These come from ants. In Mexico, this delicacy is called escamoles. Escamoles are the larvae of ants, harvested from the roots of agave plants. For centuries, they've been considered a rare delicacy, sometimes even called insect caviar. When cooked, they have a nutty, buttery taste and a texture similar to cottage cheese. You'll often find them served in tacos or mixed with scrambled eggs. So, what do you think? Would you take a bite of ant eggs if they were served in a taco? Comment your answer below, because this one might surprise you. Don't let the name fool you. Rocky Mountain oysters are not oysters at all. They're actually bull testicles. This unusual dish is popular in the western United States, especially in ranching communities. The testicles are peeled, sliced, seasoned, and then deep fried until golden and crispy. On the outside, they look just like chicken nuggets, but the texture is a bit chewier. Locals say the flavor is surprisingly mild, almost like steak. So, would you dare to try Rocky Mountain oysters? Would you dare to eat an egg with a baby duck inside? In the Philippines, this unusual street food is called balut. Balut is a fertilized duck egg that has been incubated for about 14 to 21 days. When boiled, the inside contains a partially developed duck embryo along with the yolk and broth. Locals usually sip the warm soup first, then eat the yolk and the embryo. It might look shocking to outsiders, but in the Philippines, it's considered a nutritious delicacy packed with protein. So, what do you think? Could you handle balut, or is this one step too far for you? Comment below and let's see how many brave foodies are out there. Would you eat meat that smells like cleaning chemicals? In Iceland, there's a traditional dish called a fermented shark. A carl is made from the Greenland shark, a fish whose fresh meat is actually toxic. To make it safe, locals bury the meat underground for weeks to ferment, then hang it to dry for several months. The result? A dish with one of the strongest smells in the food world, often compared to ammonia. For Icelanders, it's a cultural tradition, but for tourists, it's one of the toughest foods to swallow. So, would you dare to taste a carl? Or would the smell alone chase you away? Would you eat an egg that looks black and green inside? In China, this delicacy is known as the century egg. Century eggs are preserved duck, chicken, or quail eggs that are stored for weeks or even months in a mix of clay, ash, and salt. During this time, the egg white transforms into a dark jelly. While the yolk turns green and creamy, the flavor is bold, salty, and unlike any regular egg you've ever tried. While outsiders may find the look shocking, in China it's considered a traditional delicacy often enjoyed with rice or. So what's your verdict? Would you dare to taste a century egg? Or is this one just too unusual for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more weird food adventures.